that's about good. Well, that's good. I don't really do this much. As well, I guess I should just say my mum said before. Pretty much. I'll be reading some of the recently departed James Jackson's work. Rest in peace. I hope I can do his work justice and I can read it well. I'll give it a go. For the first piece, Lost at Sea. I've got a lung half filled with water, tripping something black inside of me. There's 1,000 monsters swimming below, but none that I can see. I can feel their scales across my legs. So to you I make this humble plea. Read these lines before they float, before they're lost at sea. The second one's called Our Waking. No sounds show from my stalking into your room of the morning. Sitting down on your bed makes you stir. I touch your hair. You wake some more. And when you open your eyes, it is dawn, like I have never seen it before. And just then I begin to see, it is you who is waking me. This one's untitled, and it's short, but I don't know, I actually really like it. Jesus strokes my ego, the devil fills my glass, the Pope sells me pornography, and the rest just kiss my ass. Then there's Here for the Matter. I'm here for the matter of me against the state. I'm here for the matter of having to masturbate. I'm here for the matter of always taking the piss. I'm here for the matter of writing poems like this. Next is Dreams of the Rising Tide. Children on the rocks at play, innocent of moon and sea, till waiting becomes drowning. Surely mothers sense their cries and wish she was there as they were swept them away. Sudden as death for those condemned to it, Olympia and Hades unite skies, feeding ocean depths, quickening the process. Two-of-a-kind test tube, heeding the global warning. As Air Force One becomes a white dove, all tribes have a flood story. The beckoning of sirens, apt when there is no alarm bell, for those wrongly entombed in Davy Jones' locker, whether the tide is rising or we are just walking further out, perhaps going home. An unwelcoming father sneers at the places of our fins once grew and dreams of the rising tide. Next is 100-Year Storm. Then the city disappeared, eradicated by cloud. The skyline strained from the dark grey liquid. Eons waned, back and forward. Next, The Boy Who Drowned. Beneath the brown lie the bones of the boy who drowned years ago now. 3 wagged school to go for a swim, 2 came up again. Screams were heard by our neighbour, a trained lifesaver, and mistaken for the sounds of kids having fun. By the time she realised something was wrong, I think part of this one's missing. Never to be found, pickled now, in truth searing, his flesh made food for carp and eels, gone long since the way of him. Now new eels wind around his empty cage of ribs as they would dead tree branches, discarded tires, any riverbed detritus. Yeah. Carp bite, bare bones, futile nourishment. The boy groans, the river flows. I apologise if part of that one might have been missing. I reckon that was the case, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just stupid. Next, this is probably the last piece. Might read one other one as well, but I'm not sure. The Crow's Nest at Uncle Alan's Beach House. Over decades, trees obscured the picturesque panorama. The bay, the boats, the waves. Stately he greeted the retainers. Family thought the money was spent if it kept him busy. Draughtsmen drew from dictation, carpenters rendered each parapet, each ledge, each stair, with a reverence reserved for caskets. When the sawdust was swept over each edge, to the whimsy of the wind and out to the bay, Uncle Alan leant upon his stick, inched out onto the deck. He saw the stairs, the platform high, an apprentice sweeping up. He asked of the view. The young man said it was beautiful, and Uncle Alan started his long shuffling walk back inside.
I'll do one more.
One more.
Too quick. Take it slow.
Too quick.
I'm not good at taking it slow. I feel nervous.
You're
I feel nervous. We're listening to the
Yeah,
words. Do you feel nervous? Make us happy.
And face the
No
light.
pressure.
No pressure.
Sorry?
And down on one leg.
Slow down.
We'll give it a chance.
Pretend it's a room full of soft toys.
Tyrell, you left some pages in the video.
Yeah, I know I did. But I know what the other one was. The other one I was thinking about.
Okay. This one's called Emily Dickinson. I want to get it on with Emily Dickinson. Naturally, only if she was young. One commentary she said, "Must have been in love at least once, but I want proof. I feel her, and I would get along. We could talk about rhyming and dying. And she'd probably think I look like a demon, and together we could condemn religion. Yes, I want to get it on with Emily Dickinson." Yeah, that's that.
Two more.
Two more could be a struggle.
Never again.
You want the other
Yes.
pages?
I might need the other pages because those are some of the longer ones. I could read the longer one.
You should have taken it with me in the first place.
Well,
Yeah, it's
the
just-
one about the police.
I was thinking about doing the police because Mum mentioned it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, to the police and Retrospective, which is fun.
Tyrell, have you got one about the Sims, the grocery store?
No.
Howdy. The Aldi one.
No. Is there another?
There is a
You
Sim.
read something about
is there?
Sims. Yeah, the Sims, the
Yeah.
price fight.
I wasn't allowed to
It's not fighting prices, he broke up his family.
No. This one's poets don't go to the police to solve problems. I would have copped apologies. I would have copped less shit if I picked up a fit instead of a pen when I needed a hit. Shelton Lee read between the lines he could see. Jezimir were real, he let us study at his feet. The truth is frail and gone, if you're grave and staunch. Rat traps baited with facts, you're going to get caught. That's the difference between me and you, see. I only rap on the track, you flap your lips loosely. Reams of loose leaves, liters of booze, sheaves of weed. Never been on a plan B or a need to choose between. This life is a broken bad, being broke drives me mad. Stoke the flames in the ash after I burned down the lab. Again I mention the legacy of Shelton Lee. You see, without Shelley there would be no Jezimir. He built distilled skills in a guild of unlike unkillables, and instilled in them the will of these 12 syllables. Poets don't go to the police to solve problems. You can't understand unless you're one of them. Poets don't go to the police to solve problems. This one is for Sheldon. It's time to raise some hell, son. It's a line Shelley drew that we have never crossed. Ninth circle of hell for you for dogging to the cops. Showed Gar my first grill, but she found it grotesque. She still blessed my efforts and wished me the best. Piss weak MCs, fast track tads, prepubescent sleeves, fuck your flat hats and Frankston pedigrees. That's crap. I've got a degree in rap pediology. Logically hard, slogged, but your rhymes are still dodgy. But throwing paper at the problem is futile. Black children are dying and I'm buying Nike's new line. Jezza, we wear rock stars. We need a... sorry. Get a bit tongue-tied. Jezza, we're rock stars. We need stones to get stoned. Just when my Beamer has got a sunroof that won't close. At least you phony poets aren't lonely. Only droning on about bros and homies with your cronies. I'm augmenting my vocabulary while you're venting the constabulary. Poets don't go to the police to solve problems. You can't understand unless you're one of them. Poets don't go to the police to solve problems. This one is for Shelton. It's time to raise some hell, son. Yeah, I don't think I did this too well, but
You did alright.
take it easy and have a good night.